can recycle.
Michael. Oh, way to start the show.
You were awfully fast there.
I know. Guys, I hope you're all well. We are joining you guys just after filming a nice little video on some shaft testing. We done a little hard stepping versus soft stepping video. Guys, jump on and let us know if the sound and if you guys can hear and see everything okay. We're working through with our difficulties with the sound last week. We are hoping that we're better.
Crystal clear. Hopefully, can you hear us?
Sound is okay.
Sound is okay. All sound is good.
Sound is fine. Okay.
Perfect.
Good news. Good news. I love it. Everything's good. Gary, morning, boys. It's open week.
Sky Yemen.
It's exciting. Open week, Michael.
Yep. It's a good week.
Second best week of the year?
Second best. Well, third best week of the year. No, yeah, third best. Christmas, the Masters, the Open.
Christmas before the Masters?
Yeah. Christmas is a great time. I love Christmas. I could start singing Christmas carols.
Let's talk about the Open. Who's your pick?
Scotty Scheffler. You?
Said it for weeks. Said it since before the US Open. I thought Rory would do it. Obviously, timing is excellent. He's in fine form, as he showed yesterday. He was good all week.
Yeah, he was good.
He was good all week. Tough conditions. I think that's important to obviously golf your ball well and have control of your golf ball in those difficult conditions. So I think yesterday was a good test, and he'll be full of confidence going back to somewhere where he's won before. I think it's going to bode well. But last week was great. You know, it's a prep week on links. Yeah, you've got the big boys in town this week.
Totally. And it's supposed to be like weather doesn't look amazing.
Is that right?
That's what I heard. I didn't actually look it up, but that's what I heard.
Okay, we're getting all good stuff. Audio is better this week, by the way. The Golf Life.
I wish Tiger was playing. I miss him. You?
Of course, but until you had said it, I hadn't once thought, oh, it sucks this year Tiger's not playing. Until you literally just said that. That's interesting. I never thought of it once.
No, I always love seeing Tiger in a major, any tournament.
We all do, but I think it's good that we're talking about Scheffler and Rory and Rahm and Ricky.
Yeah.
Bob McIntyre was great last week at Renaissance Club. Golf needs to move beyond. Golf is the bigger picture. Tiger Woods is amazing. I just think yesterday, watching the tennis kind of gave me that same feeling. Like tennis has been for the longest time about Djokovic, Federer, Nadal, to a small degree Andy Murray as well. But to see Alcaraz step up there and beat Djokovic at his own game when Djokovic was playing great, it is a sign that there's a new era on its way. I think every sport needs that generational sort of talent to come through and hold the game.
Yeah, and then Djokovic will win the US Open.
Yeah, I mean, you still for the next 2 years, he's probably going to be the betting favourite most slams. But that was the slam that Alcaraz was not supposed to be able to compete on.
You called it. Start of the thing. You said Alcaraz. That's my pick.
It's my boy. It's impressive. All right, let's dive into some questions. Michael, do we have? Let's see. Oops. All right. How do we get that up? Do we have any update on Titleist irons?
Our demo shipped last Thursday. Should arrive early this week and in the drawers, hopefully, by the end of this week. So all studios. Calgary will probably be the following week just to give it some time to get out there. But yeah, we will have demos in the drawer the start of next week.
Excellent.
And you can order them right away. There's no delay. They will ship them as soon as we order them, which is pretty cool.
Flo Grown is saying, wouldn't be surprised to see Minwoo Lee step up. I would be surprised. I think he's got the game.
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah.
But
didn't he play well at the PGA? No, I can't remember. One of the majors, I thought he played decently well.
Yeah,
he was up there. Maybe the PGA.
I think it's the exception and not the rule that somebody like Wyndham Clark pops up and just without really any experience without any seasoning steps up and wins. He was the exception, not the rule. I think for Minwoo Lee to be in that company and get it done, it's not like he's doing it regularly in the PGA Tour or DP World Tour. So I think he's going to need some time. His game he has all of it. He probably has the best stinger in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, his stinger was what made him famous before anyone knew he was a tour player.
Yeah.
He was an Instagram phenomenon. He'd hit these stingers and they were the best sounding, looking things imaginable.
Yeah. He had a stinger with his pitching wedge.
Yeah, he's a talent, that's for sure. And he's not even the best player in his family.
Yeah, I know.
His sister's even better. Matt is asking, are there disadvantages to full face wedges? Seems like the margin for error is a good benefit.
Disadvantages?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, there are none.
Yeah.
There's no disadvantages. There really isn't. I mean, performance-wise, there's nothing changes when you extend the grooves out to the toe. I mean, other than hitting the ball out there is a good indicator you need to book a lesson.
Yeah. I've had a couple high on the toe shots the other day, and I was like, maybe I need to put a high toe in for the next couple of days. But
maybe this is a good one. Timely.
Oh yeah.
John Modica is asking. He's saying he loves this soft-stepped Modus 115X in his irons. Recommendations for a good starting point for woods that's similar in feel and profile. Anything top of mind?
I mean, I would always say it's really, really tough to say, try these wood shafts that are compared to an iron shaft.
And just because you like an iron shaft doesn't necessarily mean you have to migrate to the same bend profile.
Totally. Diamante TV, that's a nice shaft. Highly recommended.
It actually is relative to Modus when you've got that stable butt section, stable tip section, and a softer midsection. That's pretty much what a blue board profile is. Mm-hmm. You've got the new Project X Denali, same sort of thing, very stable in the handle, softer in the midsection, and very stable in the tip section.
Wouldn't know. Wink, wink.
I know. Keenan. No, we'll get there at some point. We'll get there. But they've only got TX parts, and you and I do not quite fit the description of a TX golfer.
This is the winner to become TX golfer.
That's it. Jacked. You hitting the gym this winter?
Yep, big.
Oh.
Big.
What's the goals?
Strong.
Fast.
Serious.
Handsome.
We're going back to boxing.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
First sparring session, you'll bolt.
Okay, well, don't hit me in the face.
What you're supposed to do is boxing.
Yeah, I know, but just practice.
I did on your face.
Yeah, anger issues.
All right, let's see what else is going on. I'll try and catch some other ones here. Guys, let us know your picks. Who is? I want to know the dark horses. Who's going to have? Always the Open brings out a kind of unknown player to kind of perform, a Todd Hamilton or someone like that. The Open's great for that type of thing. I mean, I think he's not an unknown by any means, but Cam Young really wasn't probably touted, to be performing majors until last year, and he was very close to getting it done. I mean, Cam Smith had to go ballistic in the back nine to kind of hold him off. So,
Ricky Fowler,
not unknown. Go on, who's the unknown to come through?
I have no clue. I'm trying to think. Well, they're all known, but Tom Kim.
Not bad. Played good last week.
Love Tom Kim.
I mean, typically, well, can you say that? I was going to say typically the Open Championships are not really about how far you hit it. It's more about shot making, a la Francesco Molinari, that type of thing. And Tom Kim hits it as far as Francesco Molinari, but Hoylake, if you look at it, has been won in the previous two recent tournaments by Tiger and Rory. So players who have distance in their locker. Don't know. I don't know the course well enough.
Me neither, no.
We're about to.
We're going to play it.
We're going to play it virtually. We are going to play it this afternoon. Lots of conversation about any thoughts on the new TPT Nitro range. Getting a lot of people's attention.
Yeah, no, that's the one. Is that the one Jason Day won with?
It was. It was.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Lots of long drive guys in it.
Yeah, we should get it in. Do a little test.
Bradley is asking, would a Ping G430 driver swing weight well with an RDX Blue? The RDX Blue is not going to counterbalance it as much as you want. No. So unless you're willing to play it at 45, kind of quite a bit short of where the stock one is, it's going to be heavy.
Brendan's asking, does the Acura RPG that you used last week promote draw or slice, similar to Woodland?
Say again, is what one?
The Acura RPG that we fit Chase to?
Promote a draw or a slice? I don't honestly, it does not promote a draw or a slice. Unless a shaft is asymmetrical by design and is designed with sort of rotational elements to it, you're not going to see a shaft contribute too much towards the rotation of the club face.
No one's ever going to advertise, well, I hope not, a draw by a shaft or a fade by a shaft. I mean, there's, counterbalance in certain weight can change direction for some players, but I would never say.
The reason is it's illegal. You're not allowed to make a shaft that is by design asymmetrical. That's why the Matrix rule shaft was called the rule, because it was a rule breaker. So they actually made it asymmetrical by design. So that was designed to rotate the face more. And that's why they called it the rule.
Interesting.
Because if the USGA or the golf authorities had a way of testing it, which they currently don't, it would have been deemed illegal.
It was before my time.
It was.
We should get one.
Do you need a draw in your life?
Well,
Adam Mitchell, do you all have any information on the new Project X Denali shaft? We just mentioned that one there. Stiff butt section, very stout in the handle, little soft in the midsection, and back to being quite stable again in the tip section. To me, sounds like a really nice sort of fairway wood shaft, or for a player who's looking for a little bit more of an active profile. If you want to, and I don't believe in it, but if you want to think of other shafts that are sort of described this way, it would be more in the kind of higher launch and lower spinning shaft comparisons, but shafts don't do that, as we know.
Tom Ashmore. After being at the Scottish Open this week, the amount of Titleist drivers in play was so high, even non-staffers.
So high.
Yeah. It's why they win like #1 driver, irons, hybrids, fairway woods every week. Ball, obviously ball, but good product. I do like a Titleist driver.
For anyone who is interested in the physics of these heads and the design, Clay Long is a good follow. And he actually, do you follow Clay?
Yeah.
So he recently done.
I saw the Ping one he did.
Yeah. So he has a Titleist TSR3 one as well.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So
smart dude.
He basically does, guys. If you're interested in the measurements, the sort of CG location, the CT measurements, the characteristic time, etc.
Clay Long, yeah.
Go to Clay Long Design. On Instagram, and you'll see how he basically compares the different heads. And he basically said, there's no surprise why Titleist are killing it with TSR3 specifically. CG is just a smidge out from the shaft. The loft might be a touch on the strong side, so good on ball speed, good on sort of trajectory. CG's pretty far back to compensate for that. So
I love how he draws them out.
I know, it's brilliant. So talk about higher MOI, bringing the CG back, but they strengthen the loft a hair in order to retain ball speed. CT, as in the speed off the face, is also really quick. 253 CT is the one he tested. 257 is our limit on what we're allowed. So really quite hot and a brilliantly designed driver.
Yeah, I like an illegal driver.
Me too. I think we need to do a test in sort of a
Mythbusters,
like 267 CT versus 253 CT. What does it mean? Are you going to gain anything by playing a quote unquote illegal driver? Should amateur golfers just be allowed to go for it?
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
play
if you're
wherever
not
you want.
playing tournament golf or anything like that, or even a local club event or something, why not?
Why not?
Illegal wedges.
Any updates on the Callaway Apex release, Michael?
Nope, nothing. I don't know anything.
It's a lie, but we're not allowed to say anything. We don't really know too much, do we?
No, I honestly don't know. Yeah, August.
We're going
That's
to
it.
see August. We're going to see some stuff at that point. So, upcoming.
Looks good from photos.
Dave, you guys should test the Callaway ERC and the crank. I mean, yeah, the ERC, the original one, my dad had one of those things. I remember when he first got it, he was hitting it so long compared to what he had. Yeah, so long. But I think he was going, and no offense to Ben Sayers, but he was coming out of like a Big Ben Sayers into like a Callaway. I mean, I think if it had been, no wonder.
Was it wood?
Pretty much.
Sorry, John.
I know, but no, he was so much longer at that time. But I think if you put any of that stuff up against today's product, that's under that sort of legal limit, I think today's stuff would be longer.
Kevin K. I'm going to Scotland in September. What would you recommend for golf ball to play on links courses versus Southern California golf? Stay in Southern California.
Good question.
I've had people ask me this a bunch, like, "Oh, I'm going to, going overseas."
Yeah, should I change up the golf ball?
It's not that saying Kevin is, freaking out over it, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, I need to get rid of my wedges and put a driving iron in the bag." Like, also, go over and have some fun. Play some golf. Take a caddy. Your caddy's gonna take your 60 out of your. He's never gonna hand you your 60.
That's right.
You're gonna hit 4-iron off a tee. You're gonna bump and run with a 4-iron. If you've got caddies where you're going, you'll be fine. Just go play and have fun.
Yeah. I mean, I just think, a Titleist anything is always a good bet, right? And if you want to go with a slightly kind of like flat or flying one, go standard Pro V. If you kind of want a recommendation, it's likely to be wet.
Very moist.
So the best performing golf ball in the rain is a Bridgestone. So we're going to have a video on that coming up pretty soon. That's always a good bet. So the coating on that is phenomenal in terms of sort of dispersing the moisture upon impact. So I would say either of those two are going to be really, really good options.
Yep. I have a good time. I'm jealous.
Oh, Steve T is heading to Scotland next week. Should I practice and put a low bounce wedge in the bag, or stick with what I normally use, D grind and M grind? I mean, if you've got a T grind, I'm not sure if I'd tell you go out and buy one just for a week's golf.
Like I said earlier.
Yeah, go and enjoy yourself.
Your caddies will do. If you're taking caddies, and I highly recommend it, whether you're playing a B course or a championship hosting course, just take a caddy. Well worth the money.
Agreed. I was actually thinking about your course where we played on Saturday. I felt like there was some really tight lies.
Lots of tight lies. The turf's definitely tighter.
That little pitch I had on 17 at the side of the green.
Yeah,
I was looking at that going, I just don't. I mean, you're kind of, it's in this little swale, and I've got to get it. I'm hitting up onto the green, and I've got to get it up fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I was begging for a T grind or an L grind at that point.
Hence the reason that low bounce K is slowly coming
I know. I was thinking about that. Why you're maybe struggling with the 60 a little bit.
This is a nice compliment. Thank you. That's the first. Complimenting the golf course.
No, it's nice. The Toronto Golf Club. Lovely place to play.
Oh, here's a good
McCutcheon. Good morning, David.
Hello, David. I owe you a text message back.
Shocking.
I know. I was busy this weekend. I was hosting. Breaking 90 Golf has asked. I'm off it, by the way. Hi, guys. Love your channel. Is there anyone in the UK that do as detailed fittings as yourself? Also, can a shaft cause heel strikes? Doubt it.
I mean, to answer the first part, yes. Jason McNiven, club champion down in the south of England. Joseph Hughes and Dane up in Glasgow.
Joseph Hughes, that's so good. I love him.
Good old Josie.
Go see Jose.
Yep, get a flight up to the north. No, either or. So
Yeah,
you're in
all
the
are
kind
good.
of southern, south of London. You've got Crawley and Basingstoke. Those guys have basically the same demo matrix as us. Technology-wise, Joe uses TrackMan in Glasgow. Jason uses GC Quad and Quintic. So technology, there's some nuances, but in terms of the experience, you're going to get a top quality experience at either one of those.
Yep.
Definitely confidence in that.
If you go see Joe, you might get a ham and cheese toasty.
And a wee bowl of tomato soup. And you'll definitely get a cup of tea and a biscuit of some description.
So good.
Johnson Stewart, what is the main con to having a putter swing weight over E?
My putter's in the Fs. My putter's F2 something.
Is it really?
Yeah. But it's also 37 3/4 and a 3.
You're betting RDS?
Yeah. And
37.
37
for a wee guy like you.
Yeah, I'm taller than him. And the putter head weight is 370. Well, 374 on scale. Heavy.
Downside, I wouldn't say there's a significant downside. I think you'll find the higher the head weight, the more protection you have on off-center strikes. You might find out you have a preference on faster or slower greens with heavy. Generally speaking, faster greens, they tell you to go a little bit heavier. I know that's a little contrary to what people say. People think you need a heavier head to go in slow greens to really get the ball going there. In actual fact, a lot of players will lighten up their putter heading on to slower greens to get a little bit more pace into the stroke, into the putter head itself.
For the boys is asking, have you seen major improvements from customers getting gapping sessions? What is your process, driver down to lob wedge or up? Major improvements. I've done gapping sessions where it ultimately doesn't come down to like loft issues or anything. It came down more to shafts for irons. And don't try to push, a sail, but I just said to the customer, okay, I have your T100 head. Let's just try this shaft. And all of a sudden, dispersion, everything came down so much tighter. So it's not just necessarily gapping we look at. It's also dispersion and consistency, and it made a huge difference for that customer. But we start generally irons first, and then we'll go into the woods later on.
Right. Silent Night. Speaking of Christmas hymns.
Holy night.
Motori X F3 7S half-inch tip trimmed in the 3-wood, 108 club head speed. Please recommend a driver shaft.
Where do you see? Oh, that just came in.
Yeah. A lot. The easy answer for you would be to go to the more tip stiff F1 version in the family. I think that would be a good way to sort of go and kind of keep some continuity of feel and within the family. But generally speaking, something a little bit more in the tip stiff sort of design is going to be beneficial. Ventus Blue. Quite a bit stiffer, certainly, than an F1 Motori, that's for sure. What else do we have up there that I would say in that one? Probably DI, something that is progressed in the stiffer design. I would say that would be another good one to try. So F1, if you want to keep it in the family, Ventus Blue if you want it quite a bit stiffer, or Graphite Design DI if you want to play somewhere in between.
My friend Mick in Ireland, for the gentleman that asked, should I change golf balls? When he goes over, Mick has suggested a Pinnacle. Hard as a rock.
Mick Crawley would never be seen playing a Pinnacle.
I'm surprised he even knows how to spell Pinnacle, because he would never touch one.
He's a man of class, quality, and integrity. Would never be seen playing a Pinnacle.
I like that.
Okay. Brian has been a member for 9 months, Michael. Platinum member. Thank you, Brian.
Congratulations.
We appreciate you. As someone aspiring to get into the industry and learn as much as I can, is there any literature in a specific spot to learn as much as you can about shaft profiles?
What's that website? That old one?
Tootleman.
Tootleman. You know what? It's one where you can.
It's good.
It's old. It needs updated, or someone
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to redo the website. But there's some readings on that thing where you start reading and it's late at night. You're thinking, okay.
I mean, we even got Walshy into a bit of that.
Yeah. A lot of our, well, not everyone that just fits or builds, but we send the link to a lot of people, and there's just some good information. Like I said, needs an update.
There you go, Brian. Left it in there in the link for you, my man.
Kyle is saying,
you're very welcome.
Hosting, Mikey was wine drunk. Actually, he did not. It's a round of golf.
We didn't have any.
No.
The only red that was consumed was a little BioSteel in our lives. That was all.
Aye, boring.
Do you know what I've always thought? BioSteel and vodka would be great.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. It would be good.
You've got one hydrates you, one dehydrates you, and then you stay somewhere in between.
It's like,
Happy
that'd be
days.
quite good.
That would taste fantastic. Next week on the show, you're going to get a couple of drunk bums drinking BioSteel, hammered, trying BioSteel and vodka. And there's non-golf chat. Ian, how many slams for Alcaraz? Man, how many slams? 20 years old. 20 years and 73 days old he is today. He beat a guy who has not lost in centre court for 10 years and 10 days.
I did it wrong. You know what I was doing when I was 20? Not winning anything.
I read a lot of stuff last night on it. Djokovic said himself he has never, ever played a player that possesses the skills that Alcaraz has. I mean, if you've played against Federer and Nadal, Murray, Wawrinka, all those great players within that last 20-year era, and you say that Alcaraz has a skill set you've never seen before, he's the best of all of us. He's got the gritty defensiveness of Djokovic. He's got the Spanish bull mentality and just dogged determination of Nadal. And he's got, the ease of power and can move around the court really, really well like Federer. I mean, he's the best of all of them.
They showed a comparison, him and Rafa, and he set up his water bottles exactly the same as how Rafa would do it. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
And to be honest, he seems like a great kid as well.
Yeah.
I think he, always look for those interviews after the match, and do you have enough humility about you? Do you have enough, obviously confidence in your ability, but like, do you come off as, I'm appreciative and I'm grateful for this moment. I'm working hard, and this isn't the end. Like all that. I want to hear that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I don't want to hear someone stand up there and be super cocky. It just doesn't do it for me.
And he gets a trophy from Kate Middleton. Jealous. That's better than the trophy.
Mm-hmm. What is BioSteel? Like Gatorade?
No, better.
No, really not. It is electrolyte drink, effectively.
Yeah. Made from beets?
Yep, beets. Bunch of other kind of
gives you a bit. There's
stuff.
No caffeine.
No,
but it gives you a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, purely just by staying more hydrated. Like, it's definitely not like Gatorade. It is literally the opposite of Gatorade. Anyone who is into their sports nutrition will tell you the last thing you literally need to drink is a Gatorade if you want to stay hydrated.
But a lemon lime Gatorade on ice.
When we were playing the weekend, you boys would all go for Gatorades.
Cup of ice, nothing better.
Graham, do Club Champion Glasgow do a shaft fitting in a triple diamond paradigm? Yes, absolutely. Graham, you've got a Kylie X-Flex, a white. Want to try and get a better dispersion. 100%, Graham, go and see the boys. They'll sort you out, bring in your own head. They'll take out your Kylie. They'll try you in a load of different shafts. They'll take you through the full experience. And if you're struggling a bit with that, the boys will definitely sort you out.
Here's a good question. Rob B, how often do you tinker? He said tinkle, but tinker with driver head weight during a fitting. If I have the ability to change it, I did it Friday. I do it all the time, because if we have access to do it, why not?
Yep. I mean, unless the shaft that you have chosen that works really well, and the length that you think the player needs, and the grip that they've got going on there. Like, you can see how, like, it has to be, this is right, and this is right, and this is right. It's another option that if we want to go in a certain direction because we feel like there's going to be a better route than just call it the standard.
Mm-hmm.
We have Tour Velvet 360s in our demos, but if we think a mid-size multi-compound is going to be better and it goes up in weight and that shaft's already a little counterbalance, yeah, of course we're going to add in a little bit of head weight. So it's just part of making a balanced club for someone.
Yep.
What?
The super chat one.
No, we're going to leave that one. Zach C. Leave that one alone. Prime is a terrible drink, by the way. Never tried it.
I think they're getting
My
in trouble.
nephews, yeah, I heard that.
But they made a hell of a lot of money, so.
Yeah. Highlight of the week, Wimbledon or Scottish Open?
I mean, Wimbledon.
Wimbledon for me.
Yeah. We both play tennis. We both haven't played tennis in a while. Wimbledon hits, and I'm gonna go look at my racket. I'm gonna go play at the park, and it's like,
no, I love Wimbledon. It's one of the major kind of marks of the summer for me. Scottish Open's great. Do you know what distracts from the Scottish Open? I know how much the players dislike playing that course.
They don't like it.
They don't like Renaissance. No.
Why don't they just move it?
Muller,
obviously, yeah.
Muller signed up a long-term deal. The guys don't really like it.
It looks great.
It's a bit there.
It's not like true. Well, no offense. It doesn't look like true links. You know what I mean? Like it's. Yeah.
I just think I'd love them to move it around a little bit more. I'd love it to kind of go to some
showcase some other places. Yeah.
I think
that's why the spots. Dunhill's so good to watch.
I know,
because although you see Carnoustie on TV and you see the old course, you don't really see Kings Barnes on TV, but it's cool.
Yes.
That's the dream one day.
Steve Shapiro would love to see us fit Paige into some new sticks. You might just get your wish very, very soon. We are planning on doing some content with Paige in her own game. She's due a little upgrade in her clubs, and we're going to do some content around that. So it'll be fun to see. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I know she's a good player, but I don't really know kind of much about her game.
Yeah, I've never seen her play.
So, and I also don't know what's in her bag. So I think it will be fun to see. Apparently the pulpit is now on GS Pro.
Really? You can practice.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty cool. We'll need to check that out for sure.
Big check. Please tell me TXG is still coming to Ottawa.
I mean, we're coming. I can't tell you when.
Yeah.
But every major in Canada is getting one. That's for sure. Over the next, if you're a big city like an Ottawa, like an Edmonton, obviously Vancouver's coming next. We've talked about that quite a bit. Vancouver, where are we at right now?
As soon as Ottawa turns from red to blue, we'll be there.
Was that a political reference?
Yeah.
Get out. We're not doing politics on TXG, that's for sure. Mr. Crowley wants us to test PXG XP versus T350s for the average golfer when possible. I can do that test privately for you, Michael, if you would like to see it. We can punch in.
Do we have one?
What?
T350?
You think you said they shipped last week?
Yeah. So they should be here this week.
We'll have it very, very soon.
We'll FaceTime you.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll FaceTime you. You tell us what shaft you want us to put in. We were talking about doing a series on that at one point. You request that we test it.
Yeah, that's good.
I'd love to do that. Commission that name quickly. Somebody get
trademark it.
Somebody get a trademark on that before we see it pop up in another YouTube channel's ideas. Is TXG strategy for cities with a ton of snow different? More bays to rental? No. No, we definitely, our kind of business model is only really
fitting.
Yes. Yeah. Is only really fitting. We don't kind of mix the business kind of models. We did when we first opened, but Zach's been hidden. Zach, put your mouth. I like it, Anders. Zach, Zach's going to go on a wee timeout. Put user in a timeout. Benched. Fogel's been benched a few times.
Has he?
I think we just done it for a wee laugh. Nothing serious.
No Rob Coates today? Hiding?
I don't know. I have not. To your knowledge. I'm sure we benched Fogel at one point. Sure we did.
Yeah.
But if you haven't before, you have now. I'm only joking. Just a wee joke.
Someone asked, I'm trying to find it. Someone asked about shorter woods, and we talked about it the other day and on the golf course, and we all agree.
What's that?
There was someone talking about oh no, is it a common or is there a general rule where it is better to shorten a driver shaft, meaning I'm 5'10", but sometimes standard driver shaft feels a bit too long. A lot of OEM standard driver shafts are a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Some are 45.5. I have seen stuff 45 3/4. Our standard is 45 1/4. That's what our demos are. So go get fit. We do have some shorter stuff on the wall as well to try, but be careful. The OEMs all are different.
Totally.
But 5'10" is not too short. Ian's 5'10", and
big guy.
He uses 45,
he's 5'9"
44 1/4 shaft. So.
Where was it recently? We asked someone recently, like, who's taller between us? And they're like, well, you are. And I'm like, I see. And then who was it?
I don't know. Doesn't matter who it was. There's measurements.
Oh, what are we? 2 and 4, and we're standing with our backs against the wall while our mummy.
I'm 6'1".
Aye, very good on your Tinder profile. How hard did we have to prod Boucher for him to finally launch his YouTube channel? Good to see him starting. Yes, Reg, you're correct. I'm 5'10" with shoes on. That is exactly
high heels.
Exactly on a Saturday evening. We didn't have to prod Boucher hard. He wanted to do it for a long, long time.
He should have done it a while ago. It'll be good.
It will be good. It will be good because the best thing about it is he's built the equity in himself to the point where he is not really the one providing, or he's not the one just with the ask. Mm-hmm. He has something to offer on his side of things, obviously with his own audience.
Have some good guests and stuff like
He'll
that.
have great guests. He's obviously
travels
playing a lot with guys like Micah and Grant, and he played in the good. Was it the Good Goods?
Yeah, he
played something with the Good boys. He's definitely.
They're on the channel.
Probably sync the channel. No, we'll definitely do some stuff with them. We always do anyway, but I don't know if my conscience has got better. I don't think he can get back in. Dave, let us know if you.
Yeah, you said 300 seconds.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That was Ian, not me.
Sorry about that, Dave. Although a wee break from you is quite nice from time to time. Jokes. Josh is asking, is Aventus Black 6X too much shaft for someone that swings the driver around 110? Depends how you look at it. I mean, you can swing at 110 and have that shaft, no problem at all. If it works for you. Mm-hmm. You can also, with the certain release types, that can be far too much. So I would say you at 110 are fast enough for it to be an option. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't say rule it out.
Rob is asking, how much does club head weight play into spin rates? I prefer a lighter driver head, but worry about the spin rates ballooning.
Yeah, it's a part of it, but I don't think there's any range that's obviously Ping we'd know is the heaviest. Callaway can at times be on the lighter end of that, but we know Callaway heads aren't typically spinny, so it's not something I'd worry about.
Yeah,
at all. How different is a graphite design IZ versus a DI and a driving iron, Michael?
I find, well, I don't know. When I've used both and you have both, I always find IZ to feel a little bit softer, in my opinion. And for me, anytime I hit IZ, I always find it just goes a little bit higher. But I've played DI in a driving iron for a few years. You played in your hybrids. It just feels like it has a little bit more beef. Yep.
No, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Brent is in. Do we think Ping will be producing one length stuff now that they have Rice? And is he signed with them? I know they're making stuff for him. I don't think he's signed with anyone.
I think he's a staffer.
I think he's a free agent, Brent. But no, I've spoke to the Ping guys about one length, and they said it's not a direction that they have intentions of going. Austin is asking, what was the reason for relocating the TXG in Calgary? Austin, the reason was we're moving into our own standalone store, which is awesome. So when we first moved into there, we partnered with Total Golf, and we kind of obviously worked towards building the business strong enough that, we know that we're going to sort of have our own dedicated brick and mortar location, which was great. So we've got the point. Exciting. David and Tim are busy, and certainly the Calgary market is a great market for us to be in. So that's the main reason. We're working towards having our own storefront in the Calgary market, which is coming very, very soon. Fo was back. He was banned. You just love it. You love the drama. Ransom Getty. My Ping 9 wood goes way too high. Should I weight the front, lessen the weight? If it goes too high, it goes too high. There's nothing really that you're going to be able to do if it goes way too high, a 9 wood's just not going to work for you. You're going to want an alternative to a 9 wood. That's the way to go, unfortunately. So, you might want to go 7 wood with a 9 wood length shaft, and that'll help you kind of bring the flight down a little bit, but still achieve the control that you like from your 9 wood. I'd say that might be something that would work quite well.
Tom Ashmore, have you guys hit the new Ping G430 LST?
There we go.
Right coming to a video near you. It's good. It's very good. Had a couple customers test it. It's nice.
Yep. Marcus is just joining us, but how good was yesterday's Wimbledon final? Unreal. So yep. Good. We both watched. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw the last 5 minutes.
Oh, I watched. Yeah, I watched the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, good enough.
And a 5-set, 4 hour and 40.
Playing golf, had lunch, came in, and went back and played.
Yep, I certainly watched it. Loved it. Loved the whole thing. Yeah, open picks: Scheffler, McIlroy. Underdog:
Tom Kim.
I don't know who my underdog pick is.
I saw someone say Aaron Rai. Is he from that area?
That's a good pick.
Guy hits it good.
He does hit it good.
We'd love to see
him. We'd love to see him up there. I think I'd said Taylor Gooch is a bit of an outsider on the podcast. Not to spoil it. And if you don't listen to the podcast, you should. It's a good episode this week. Is it out yet?
Yeah, it came out on the weekend.
Did it?
Friday.
Never saw it.
I'm pretty sure it came out.
I haven't seen it yet. When are we doing a video with Ricky Shields? I don't know. We don't have anything in the plans. We need to, see when Rick is going to be back over here, or not back over here, going to be coming over here. He's talked about doing some Break 75 stuff in North America again, and if he gets a chance, he definitely said, he wants to come up to Canada and do some around here.
We never picked any Canadians.
For what?
The Open. Connors.
They struggle in the links. Connors could win any of them. He really could. Heck of a player. what were we just saying there?
Rick Shields coming to North
Do
America.
you know what I really enjoyed? And I bet 99% of you in this stream have already seen it, but Rick and Ian Poulter done a video.
Oh, really?
At Woburn.
Oh,
it was so good. It really was.
I miss Poulter. I loved him.
He was honestly. I've watched every single Break 75. I think Rick's done, and this one wasn't so much Break 75. He does this challenge where he starts 10 under, and then the pro starts on level, and then I think every single match is went down the last.
Poulter was good.
Poulter was brilliant. He just came off of a holiday with his family. I think he'd been in Italy with the family, so I don't think his game was quite as good. But right at the end where he needed to sort of knuckle down, it was cool. But I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I saw Rick's posting saying that the sound went all messed up and it got out of sync. The one I watched was fine.
Oh, for Rick's
no,
video?
yeah.
I'm looking at Steven Spielberg over there going.
No. Rick Shields and Poulter's video. Apparently, the sound went out of sync in perhaps like 44 minutes into the video or something like that. But
for the rest of the video, nothing worse than watching a video when they're talking.
I know.
I hate
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
That was good. It was good. Anyone who has not seen that though, it's 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours.
It was good. I enjoyed all of it.
10 minutes.
No.
2 hours. You know what you can do for 2 hours? Have a sleep. Play 80 holes yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's weird that Dave was saying it was way out, like 30 seconds. As I say, I watched it and it was not out on the one I watched for some reason. That's strange. The sound in Rick's video was only messed up on the 4K render. Probably a problem on YouTube's end. Has happened to me before. There we go. Matt Stremick playing a G425 3-wood, super reliable, but the sound is disturbing the coyotes in the valley. Other comparable options, TSR2 ?
Sounds like you need a fitting. I know a guy.
If only you had somewhere local that you could go to, man.
Yeah, and your fitter's cell phone number.
Exactly. Yeah, come in and see us. We'll get you sorted out.
TSR2, very good.
We were just talking about that. What do you think about the open invitational with the celebs? Marquez Brownlee.
Genius.
So good.
You should be playing in that.
I need to get to the celebrity part first and then we'll be fine.
You are a celeb.
I'm busy.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out
of here. Aye. Bush Tucker trial.
That would be great. You should go on that show.
What's that? Bush Tucker trial? Nah, don't like spiders. Don't like snakes. Don't like sleeping outdoors. Don't like anything other than 5-star and having a wee turn down service.
I love a turn down service.
Not gonna happen. John Jensen for $20 for lunch for Pamela and Brandon. Hope I have the names right. Great staff. Very kind.
Who are they? Oh, okay.
You need to be nicer to Pamela.
Ignore me.
And I probably need to be nicer to Brandon.
That's for sure.
No.
They deserve it.
Lovely staff. All of our staff are great. I wish you guys, to be honest, I do wish you guys could meet all of them at some point. It would be fun to introduce you guys to the people who make the whole kind of Tuesday to Saturday operation work. It's certainly far more than these two ugly mugs. We get an opportunity to sit in front of you guys and talk about equipment and fitting and golf in general, which is, we love doing it. But the day-to-day is made operate by Pamela, Brandon, etc., etc.
Everyone but Dean Fry.
Bad guy.
Dean
Fry.
Bad guy. Ian, you should go on the UK's best show, Naked Attraction.
I haven't seen it.
Never seen it. Never even heard of it. Love Island.
Saturday. Are you going to that Michelob thing?
Yeah.
This Saturday, Michael and I.
What's in your neighborhood? It's literally Glen Abbey.
Michael and I are going to an event with Michael Block.
And we're trying to get him on the podcast.
We're going to try and, I don't know, yeah.
Eventually, not tomorrow or whatever the day
So
is.
he has 90 shots to try and get a hole-in-one.
Yeah.
And then some people have an opportunity to win free golf for, is it a year or life or?
Something, you win something for life.
Aye. It's free golf. It is, I think. What it
How
is,
many
but,
shots?
I don't think he'll get one.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get one either.
Not within 90.
No. But it's a short hole. It's the par 3 over the water.
I mean, I'm
Par 3.
sure he'll skate it a few times, but awfully difficult. Awfully difficult. All right. What we got? Guys, we've got about 5 more minutes and we're going to wrap up. We've got a few more videos to shoot today.
Ken is asking, Dad got fit at a tent for a G430 driver. They fit him in R-Flex Ping hybrid shaft. Hey, what tent do you go to?
They fit him into an R-Flex Ping hybrid shaft and a driver.
Thoughts of it was bunk fit. I bunky already.
On if it was a bunk fit.
Yep. Bunked, stunked, and debunked.
And junk at the same time.
Wow. That's an interesting one.
Hybrid shaft? I can't imagine it's an actual hybrid shaft.
Yeah, because the hosel or the adapter size is different.
I'm
maybe
gonna
a fairway
guess
wood shaft.
Yeah, maybe a fairway wood shaft, maybe. G430.
43-inch driver.
Ping,
I don't hate it.
Your choice, in my opinion. Dispersion worse than the old.
Yeah, don't buy it.
It doesn't sound like it was a good fit.
Yeah.
No.
Run from the tent.
Hot dog at the turn or sausage roll. I am firmly, staunchly
we talked about this
in the camp of a sausage roll.
Sausage roll.
A hot dog at the turn does nothing for me. Nothing.
Oh, Nathan
Sausage
Brooks
roll.
says Michael Marty say we should jar one before Michael Block. Chin chin.
Exactly. You need to step up there and show me how to do it.
Aye, move over.
I know.
Sausage roll and a cup of soup. Oh my God.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Tim's asking, is it common for a player to play a spinnier, more forgiving driver and a lower spinning fairway, example, TSR2 driver and TSR3 fairway? Not common. I wouldn't call it common. No. I wouldn't say it would be something not to consider, though. I wouldn't say, like, you know, if you struggle a bit with the driver, but you tend to really get on well with the fairway wood and you use a lot of fairway woods off the tee versus in the fairway. I can see why somebody would do it, Tim, but I wouldn't definitely call it a common thing to do.
Yeah.
Rich is looking to install a graphite design Tour ADCQ7 in his 3 woods. Oh, it's a 3 wood shaft and the 5 wood. Will it work out as is, or do I need to trim the tip or butt section? I mean, a 3 wood shaft and a 5 wood is a good thing if you're a very low launch player with the 3 wood in the first place. Don't mind that idea at all. Lower the head weight a little bit just to kind of manage the swing weight, make sure there's nothing crazy going on. But if you do want to trim it down to 5 wood length, then I would butt trim it. I wouldn't worry about. I mean, we just done a video right there on hard step and soft step and changing basically tip stiffness. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
What's Bovril?
A Bovril is like, it's like I don't even know what actually. It's a hot drink that people drink in the summertime. Winter time in the UK.
It's like broth.
It's not very good.
Oh, really? Sounds awful. Bovril. Sounds like
I don't even know what's in it. Bovril. What's ingredient? Bovril ingredients. Not good.
Really? It doesn't sound appetizing. People are saying,
water, salt, sugars, modified cornstarch.
Oh my God.
Dehydrated, mechanically separated cooked chicken, yeast extract, barley, dehydrated chicken broth, dried parsley, spices.
That sounds like cancer in a cup.
That's basically what it is. It is honking. Okay, couple more. You take one and I'll grab one and then we'll sign off, get back to it.
Someone was asking, how do they get more into out with the driver? Right foot back, shoulders pointing a bit to the right, and swing, baby.
Yes, alignment is one thing you can definitely do. The other thing I think is if you can strengthen the club face to the point where your ball starts to go more left, you will naturally gravitate your path to go more right in order to try and compensate for the more closed shut face. So I kind of, both things generally work quite well. A little bit more into out with a stronger face will make your path more to the right. Mikey's favorite drill. If you can't
It's the best drill.
Nathan's saying transfusions.
Oh, he got it on the transfusion.
He doesn't like a transfusion.
Oh, he loves a transfusion.
I thought he's comparing it to a Bovril.
That's the greater sign.
Yemen, I might have known you love a Bovril. Actually,
you sound like a Bovril.
I know.
Bring us lunch, by the way.
Is he off today?
He's off.
Come on over.
Liquid IV is pretty good. Dave, too much sugar in liquid IV.
What's that? I don't know
it's like one of these.
The electrolyte.
Yeah, too much sugar.
Mac Boucher's in the house. Guys, if you do not already do so, you follow Mac on his Instagram channel. Mac Boucher Golf has a YouTube channel.
Wow. He's just commented just to get followers.
Have you subscribed it?
Yep.
Show me your phone right now.
I don't know. My phone's in the car. He doesn't subscribe to mine.
Yes, he does.
Mike Marty Golf.
Unfiltered. What do you call it? There you go.
Get Ian a star on the Walk of Fame.
Easy. I wouldn't even get a star on the Walk of Fame in my Villager room.
We tried to put you on the Wikipedia from notable people. They got deleted.
They get deleted. Oh, man. Oh, no, Mick Crawley.
Jeez, oh, great boys are going to the keg. All right,
please
see you later.
Buy lunch for your fabulous team. Thank you, Mick. Gentleman and a scholar, as we said.
Do I hear 69?
See the rest, you need to up the ante. Yeah. If you want to be called a good guy like our lovely Michael. Okay. What's going on? Last one.
Don't
read Tyler Hall's
No,
one.
I don't like a compliment. And by the way, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow.
You need a haircut. You're
long.
Looking slow.
Got an event on Thursday.
What's her name?
No, I wish. Just an inner club.
Who are you playing?
Hamilton.
Oh, that's Thursday. Yeah, fucking you're going without me. Jim Chapman and I'll play without you then.
Thank you, Tyler Hall.
He's a handsome devil.
You too.
All right, guys, we're going to love you and leave you. Have a great week. Enjoy the Open. It's going to be good.
Open's good. I'm going to wake up. I'll be up. No, I won't. That's a lie.
You can't get out of your bed for work. Never mind you up for the... No, actually, you would get up for the Open.
Exactly.
Tell you what, if there's three things...
Here we go.
Mike Marta said
Here
we
we
get
go.
out of his bed for. A flight? Easy.
No problem.
At the airport 7 hours early. Golf?
At the golf course 7 hours
early. Tea in the morning. Great.
Rishi.
And the last thing... What was the last thing? Golf
and a flight.
A flight. What was that? There was one more thing I had. You definitely.
If he needed a hand at the house, I'd be there.
Oh, you would be there, but you wouldn't be early. But everything else, coos tail.
See you
running
later.
behind.
Yep. Oh, I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Definitely. Okay, guys, have a great one. Really enjoyed it. Podcast coming out. If it's not out already,
it's out. It's out.
Are you sure?
No, I don't think
I've not seen. Or would you make your mind?
But it'll be a good one.
Entertain the masses while I find out if it's.
It'll be very good. Scott Yeaman, Santa.
Hey.
I have no clue what that means, but you got to get off the bevy.
Yeaman, you're drunk.
Thoughts on the new TP reserve line? I like a reserve.
Yeah, well, the new podcast is not.
Told you.
It's not out yet. We will get that posted today or tomorrow.
Dave Fogel, Yemen needs to be benched. Amen. Amen.
The Yemen. How do you spell it? Yemen.
Yeah, Yeoman.
Y-E-O. All right, we've descended into madness. Guys, have a great one. Have a great week. Enjoy the Open. We will see you back here 12:30 next Monday. No, we won't.
You're off.
I'm off.
He's taking another day off.
I'm playing a tournament.
For charity.
No, it's not. That's the following week. Brampton in the GTA Amateur. Home club. You're caddying.
I won't see you Monday either.
We'll see you Monday. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. Have a great week.